Well, hey there, it's Catherine from CatherinePlour.com. We're going to make a really cute card today. I'm really excited about it. The overall look and feel of it is very clean and simple, but it's a little shaker card, so it has some major oomph to it. Look at this Vegas Baby sequin mix. We're using this today. I love this mix. It has some hologram gold sequins in there, and it just pops like crazy. Love it, love it. So I die cut and stamped already some of the holiday charms, little images. This is the cutest little stamp set with really traditional, fun, darling images in it. And I have another video showing how to stamp and die cut them quickly and easily, kind of assembly line style, using your Misty and the die set not cut apart. So I'll link to it in the video description below so you can check it out as well. The color palette we're using, Lime Rickey, Mardi Gras. We're going to use some Rockin red, and I'm just using my blender pen to color in all the bits. And I have blackjack here, and you can see I'm just adding a little tiny bit of that so that I don't have stark white fuzz on the Santa hat. And then with the blender pen, I'm just picking color straight up from the ink pad. You can also pick it up from the lid if you have some color on the lid, or dab your ink pad onto an acrylic block and then pick up your color from there. So blender pen is basically a clear marker, so you can pick up color. I'm also going to use a little peppermint scrub here just to darken it and give some highlights and shadowing to this cute little hat. When you are done with the color you're working on, just run your tip off on scratch paper or a little paper towel until it runs clear, and then you're good to go into the next color. So I'm using our nested labels dies, and you can see I've already done some die cutting. So I cut some frames. I cut out black and I cut white because I wasn't sure what I was going to end up using on here. And then you can see this piece, I die cut two sizes, one out of the other, so that it makes a frame. And then the piece of acetate that I cut out is the same size as the outside of that frame. And then it will nest on, I decided to use white, the next size up on the nested labels dies. So the next step, I need to make a border all the way around that frame piece. So I'm using 3M mounting tape, and I cut it into thirds, so that really skinny strips, so that I can make a border all the way around. This is gonna trap in my sequins, and instant replay here of my little boo-boo. Spilled those sequins all over. So I'm just taking the sequins and I'm just spilling out a bunch right into the center, and then I can add that shaker bit part, the part that is going to keep all the shaker bits inside. Just add that straight over the top. So I can pretty much sit here all day long shaking this shaker bit, but we need to make it into a card. So I'm grabbing my Santa approved stamp set. I'm going to pull out the Happy Holidays sentiment. I love this little sentiment. It's just simple and it's cute, and it has that extra little oomph with the border around it. Happy Holidays. And then we have a die set that coordinates with this Santa approved set. So we'll just use that little piece to give it a nice clean edge all the way around, and then we'll start assembling the card. Just a little liquid glue to adhere all these pieces to a plain white card base. Kind of working and figuring out how I want to arrange the Happy Holidays. I'm just going to add that to the bottom, and then the holly and berries accenting that Happy Holidays, and then the Santa hat and the ho 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 I'm going to do up in the right hand corner. So I want the ho 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 speech bubble to kind of nest in between the two layers of the shaker bit. So I'm going to cut off just a little bit of that speech bubble. I'll be able to nest it in between and tuck it behind and kind of under that Santa hat. And I just think this came out so adorable. I hope you guys are inspired. You can see how easy it is to make shaker cards. Just having the right supplies and the right layering, they're just so much fun. If you're new here, I invite you to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again soon. Let me know if you have any questions, and have an awesome day.